And welcome back to another episode of Generation Shock. That's right. We're on your screens, if you know what I means. And without further ado, I guess it's time to kick into that intro. What do you guys say? Let's kick it.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Yo.
That's right. We are back and we have a great episode in store for you folks today. We're going DC versus Marvel. Ooh,
that's
that's going to be exciting. But before we do that, we had a request from one of our co-hosts on here that they want to talk about their highs of the day, and they would like to start the show off with talking about their highs of the day. So without further ado, we're going to let our boy Phoenix Born jump in and let him start us off with his high of the day.
I appreciate you. I appreciate the fans. I'd like to thank the Academy for this presentation on this scene.
oh, good Lord.
After a shitty ass fucking week that we're not gonna get into, I ended up finding this little car,
Nice.
little Hot Wheel,
Ooh.
my little Supra 21 and GR. It's nice. It actually took me over a month to find, and I was at work one day. I was far as fuck, and I was like, "Oh shit, there's a Walmart." And I walked in, and it was literally like hanging in the corner. And I screamed that shit so loud. There was a lady next to me. She looked at me, and I was like, "Okay."
Hot Wheel.
And I kept on walking. Appreciate
Just
it,
a
bro.
man
Big
liking his
D, bro.
car. No big deal. Nothing to see here, lady.
Yeah, she just looked at me, and I was like, "I don't know why you're like looking weird at me, bro. It's 2021. Like, let's keep it moving."
Yeah. So
That's mine.
here's something cool I seen. It made my day. It's actually a commercial. It's a Fitbit commercial. And I liked the word, the play on the word. So instead of saying "what's wrong with me," the commercial says "what's strong with me," and everybody did something different, and they were saying "what's strong with me." I'm like, that's fucking genius. Like, think about that. They turned the word around, "what's wrong with me," and they turned it into "what's strong with me," like an empowering commercial. That was a highlight for me. I'm like, I haven't seen a commercial that actually did something like that in years.
Simple shit for this guy.
Power to sip it. Power to sip it. I said
So
sip it.
stupid, bro.
I'm a simple person, bro.
Okay. What do you got? Something there, Tosh?
I'm just excited. The Spider-Man trailer came out. I'm like, I can't wait.
There's already been a
I
Spider-Man
can't
trailer,
wait.
but that's okay. So
You know what I
No,
mean?
but this new one is better though.
So
Yes.
my highlight of the week, because it's not of the day, but of the week, is I got this
Hot
set up.
water.
I got this set up. Can you guys
Hey,
see
yep.
that?
Ooh.
No.
Guess how much that shit cost me to get it to get the unit and the install.
Zero?
Hear it.
$16.
$16. What are you stealing?
$16, motherfucker. Holla.
Who you rob?
Yeah, boy. So that was exciting. So I finally fixed some of the shit going on here with my apartment, and we're squared up on funds and everything. So I know I'm going to be here for at least a year. So I put in a $16 Ring doorbell to make sure I can see if motherfuckers be coming up.
We got hot water.
Oh, hot water all day. I be
Do we
shouting
have
like
hot
it's-
water?
You got hot water.
We got hot water. We got lights in the bedroom. I put together a dresser today, but that'll be part of my fuck out of here possibly. But
The gas isn't lethal.
I got my TV hooked up in the bedroom so I can watch some TV in the bedroom again. Looking good.
Yeah.
Things are looking positive.
Nice.
It's the little things.
I
in
see
life.
you got ornaments in the background.
Ornaments. No, I try to be like you. I got a little Spider-Man because of the trailer and his little
Yeah.
pop Spider-Man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little honor of the trailer, you know.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's how I do. All right. Okay, I guess it's time just to jump into the best segment of the show. Let's get it.
Let's do it.
15 minutes, here we go.
As always, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and be sure to like the show. Don't forget to comment and tell us what you think. What was that comment you made there, sir? Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, what I was gonna say
Uh-huh.
after that as well is, first of all, I gotta wait for 15 minutes for you guys to rant about this sport.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, second thing, yo, to anybody watching, yo, if you just start typing in the chat box, yo, during the sports section, I got you, bro. I'm not gonna be listening to no football because they're gonna be like, yo, this coach and this player, and then the draft. I mean, like, listen, bro, like, I gotta kill these 15 minutes.
You take care of the chat during that time.
Okay.
I'll take care of the chat, bro. I'm right here.
All right. Oh, well, let's go ahead and talk about it. OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. heads over to the Rams, and he gets his debut on Monday Night Football. He had like two catches for 14 yards, but he's only been there for a short time. But all the memes were coming out after the game. It was so funny. So there was one meme saying Odell has demanded a trade already. And then there was another meme. Then there was another meme. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick because this shit is hilarious. Oh, my goodness. Where is Twitter? Yeah, but so the Rams got their ass beat, basically, is what happened.
Yeah, they did.
Yes,
they did.
And so what they're talking about, here it is. So what they're talking about with it is the fact that this is what happens when Odell goes to your team. You guys ready for this?
Let's go.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah, seen that.
He's the Grim Reaper of football, man. Oh my goodness, it's so funny.
Yo, but they got a defensive squad though.
Do they?
They got Von Miller.
Okay, and they got their asses handed to them by the Niners, who ran up and
again,
down the field on them.
They got to build a chemistry, bro. But they got to build a chemistry.
I'm just saying, you know who has a fucking defense? Them Packers. That's where Odell should have went, to that Green Bay team, because Green Bay's defense be shutting bitches down, kind of like Miami did the other day. Miami shut some bitches down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they did.
Shit. I mean,
yeah.
So,
but let's talk about Mac Jones, man. And the Patriots.
Jones, who?
And the Patriots.
You know it was pretty. Oh, see, Tasha's like, I'm not even going to be a part of this.
No.
That's why they started laughing.
I'm just waiting to come back later.
She's like, fuck this shit.
What I'm missing.
No, what was kind of cool about the Patriots was there was a guy in the game who got an interception, and he actually he was a second-round draft pick a couple years ago. We went to the same college, played football at the same college. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, alumni.
Okay.
Shout out to you. You know, so I can't be all mad at Bill Belichick. Oh, guess what also came out? Did you watch the first episode, Messiah? Tell me you watched the first episode.
No, I can't watch it yet.
Oh my
the wife and I we were gonna watch that together, so I couldn't watch it.
So I will say this. First of all, it's weird to see. So Tom Brady has a ESPN Plus special. It's a 10-part special called "The Man in the Arena." And what it's going to do is going to take you through the 10 seasons for his 10 Super Bowl appearances, right?
Yep.
And it's just weird to see him still playing, though, as he's going about this stuff. But I will say this. There's stuff that you did not know that what happened in the background, or that you might have forgotten about, and I'm sure you did. Like the whole controversy with him and Bledsoe and that whole thing. Like, I forgot all about that. I didn't know that, you know... I don't even want to spoil it for you, though. So I'm afraid
don't spoil it.
Don't.
Don't
do it.
All right, but it's actually.
But
really
he
good.
does have a show, and it's good.
It's good.
That's what you're saying.
Good. Also, the Manning cast, absolutely wonderful. Again, they are.
I tried watching it. I couldn't do it.
Oh my gosh, it's the best way to watch football. If I could just watch that for every game, I would do it. Listen to Eli and Peyton talk shit to each other throughout half the thing is like hilarious. Okay,
but you notice the difference between both of them, right? Because what I did, I glanced at it, right? And Peyton Manning's like really focused, paying attention. Eli just wants to fuck around.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning, you could tell that obviously Peyton Manning is the genius of the family, right? He's the one that can read the defense and all that. So he's just there focused, watching the game, really focused.
First of all, stop taking side jabs at my fucking man, Eli, okay? Don't like that, okay, first of all. Second of all, but Peyton, the problem with Peyton, though, is that this isn't a show to watch his reaction to football. Because the thing about Peyton, I will give him credit for, he hates bad football. And he hates it so bad that he's doing the show, right? And it's like, he starts to go like, oh my God, what were you doing there? What were you thinking? And everything else. But the funniest thing is they had Draymond Green on, right? And so the Mannings have had some issues with their language and their gestures, right?
Their faces are golden.
I don't care.
Continue.
It's not about them. It's about me. Give me my chime, and then you guys can talk.
I'm listening.
So there's an incident where Eli gave the
I'm
double
trying to get
bird
the chat going.
during live TV.
We're having issues
during the show. He gave the double bird one week, and then Marshawn Falk came, or no, excuse me, Beast Mode.
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch came on, and I think he dropped the F-bomb, right?
Really?
Yeah. And so, dude, so they've had it. So Peyton, because this is like, he's like the face of it. He's had to go out and do all these apologies. So Draymond Green is literally trying to not use the word shit an ass during the conversation, and Eli just goats him into it. It says, "Don't worry about it. You can say it. Peyton will apologize for you later." Dude, hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And then the watching the halftime of when Peyton's eating and Eli forces the producer that's at Peyton's house to keep the camera rolling. And then he keeps every week he shows Peyton eating. So like Peyton tried to be better about it this week and had a salad because last week he had this chicken, right? And all over it's just him just stuffing down chicken at halftime. So this time he had a salad and it looks like he takes like the entire bowl of lettuce and shoves it in his mouth. Dude, classic. And then Eli gets up and he hits because they had Phil Mickelson on and he hits into a simulator.
I seen that.
And he's like, and then Peyton's like, how would you describe his swing? He goes, it's cute. Oh my goodness. And then somebody asked Eli if Peyton was soft because Eli never missed a game in his career and Peyton had to sit out a year. And then Draymond comes back and says, because they were talking shit about Draymond and his football career because he played a little bit of college for like a off season or some stupid shit. And Eli goes, "Hey man, if you had to talk trash to Peyton, like if you guys were going against each other, like what would you say?" He goes, "Well, Peyton, you did get cut by the Colts, so there is that." Dude, fucking hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
It's absolutely
so let me ask you this. HBO or Showtime, what did you prefer watching them on? Because they're allowed to do whatever they want. They could swear because it's one of those primetime channels.
Where would I rather see them on?
Yeah, because in ESPN2 right now, the fact that Peyton Manning has to apologize is because they're on public television. Well, regular normal television.
But there's ways they've gotten around it before. Because remember when the Last Dance came out, the basketball thing, there was cursing in that, and they had a simulcast for the cursing section.
Yeah.
So I mean, they get around it. Tom Brady curses in his documentary.
Yeah, but it's on streaming. It's not on actual TV.
That's true. I don't know.
That's
speaking of that, Hard Knocks alone. The first season of Hard Knocks, the first ever during the season Hard Knocks is airing this week on HBO Max as well. So that should be kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's all right. Listen, there ain't nobody here watching us anyway, so I'm just gonna keep on talking about it.
Right. Yeah, let's continue. Go.
Okay. All right, fine. You just guys want to jump in? We can go ahead.
No, I'm not rushing you. I get my Monster Weekend Sports from you. I know what's happening.
You guys can keep going.
Wait. Speaking of that, isn't Phoenix supposed to update us on wrestling?
Yeah, he doesn't know shit about it. He's too busy with his little wheels.
Yeah, bro. The only thing I saw about wrestling was Kenny Omega versus some dude for the title.
Some dude.
And Kenny Omega lost. Okay. Yeah, some dude. I didn't even know the name.
Fucking.
He
just lost a viewer.
No,
as soon as we went to wrestling, we lost a viewer. Jesus.
Yeah, as soon as we went to wrestling, they're like, "Yo, fuck this."
Oh, fuck that. I'd rather listen to Sheckman rant about football than listen to Nate about wrestling.
Oh, see, so when you talk about the rant, we got one back.
It was a glitch in the Matrix. They're back. Anyway, all right. So let's go ahead. Let's hop into the topic then. What do you guys say? DC versus Marvel. You guys ready to jump in?
Let's do this.
Sure.
All right. So, as we stated before.
Oh, sweet. I got the last viewer back. I told him we're going to keep Shaq Monster. We're back to 4.
All right. Well, it doesn't count when Messiah is at least one of them.
Yeah, you wrote DV versus Marvel.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
It's okay.
You guys were distracting me the whole fucking time. I hope I didn't do it in the title. I can change that real quick.
No, the title's fine.
No, the title's fine. It's the intro of the thing.
Boom, there you go. That's how quick I edit it.
That's how it is, bro. But you're good like that.
See, bro.
All right.
Let's
do this.
Who would like to go first? Any volunteers?
What are we talking about first, though?
Whoever wants to start.
Who wants to just start us off?
I'll start
us off. I don't care, but go ahead. I'm trying to let other people have a chance to talk.
Nate, start us off.
Excuse me, that's Phoenix born. Just like the Phoenix rise from the ashes, aka Jean Grey.
I had that shit here somewhere.
Good segue. Good segue.
Thank you.
I do have a Batman Hot Wheel somewhere in this mess that I don't feel like looking through. So we're gonna pass on that for now. But so I have over 400 and like 10 of them are DC. I'm not going to do that mess. Anyways, so back to the conversation of DC versus Marvel. So I grew up watching Marvel because that's all I knew at that time. My
Like,
stepdad, he loves.
so hold on. What did you watch? Like, what? Say you grew up watching Marvel. So give me an example of what it was.
Bro, check Monty, you always do this.
Well,
You
no, but
always cut me
there's
off
a
as
reason,
I'm getting
though.
ready to start.
Oh,
Okay.
I just sometimes you don't. You're like Messiah. You'll say a comment and then go to a whole nother story that has nothing to do with it.
I'm doing a quick
Phoenix,
intro.
go
Okay.
Like,
Phoenix.
bruh.
Okay, just making sure.
You did this on the first time I tried this topic. The second time, I forgot the other one. And then now today. What I was trying to say was my stepdad grew up on DC. And then as I was in my teenage years, I started watching that a little bit more. Mainly just any cartoons on Saturday or on on the weeknights or whatever. I didn't really take it too big in terms of comic books, action figures, and all that, because I didn't really care too much until I started noticing they had movies. And even then, I didn't watch that many of the movies. I knew like Thor, Hulk, Iron Man 1, saw part of 2, like little by little, because I was just too busy with life. It wasn't until the Avenger series, like Age of Ultron, Infinity War, all those stuff. That's when I really got more into it. I like Marvel more only because to me, they're cooler and I feel like they're more, I guess, human, so to speak. I don't know. It's just something more about
Marvel's
Marvel that I
more
like.
human.
Well, first of all, hold on. Did you guys hold on? Time out. So, did you guys see what just happened? I want everybody who watches this and views this to see what just happened. Phoenix bitched at me because I cut him off, asking him a specific question he claimed he was going to give us the answer to, and then never gave us the answer to the fucking question.
I know. I noticed. Yeah.
What specifically did you watch? What
No, you
did you
didn't.
watch?
No, you didn't.
What shows got you into Marvel? That's what I was trying to get out of you because I knew you weren't going to give it to us.
Okay. So we're going to backtrack 5 minutes that I lost. Now, I don't get these 5 minutes back in time. If you were listening correctly, I specifically stated I wasn't watching that many towards my teenage years. I got really into it when the movies came out.
But that's not how you started the conversation. The conversation says I liked Marvel because I used to, growing up, I watched more Marvel. That's what he said.
Yeah, because I was doing a synopsis and I was leading to, hey, I watch Marvel.
All right, whatever.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You said because for you, so you said that Marvel for you is more human than the other one.
Yeah, in terms of like traits. I don't know.
Okay.
The way I was thinking of more emotion, I was able to relate more to it when I was watching it, like as they do, their backstory and stuff like that, even though I couldn't fully relate to it. But the theme of the movies is really what I was trying to get at. So I not really grew up, but like just recently through the movies is how I got more into Marvel. I didn't watch it when I was younger, like more specifically because I was studying and I was always in school, so I didn't watch it as much. I didn't say, hey, let me go watch the Justice League every Saturday. I didn't do that. It wasn't until the movies recently where I said, oh, damn, there's an Avengers 1, there's an Avengers 2. Oh, shit, there's more backstory to it. Let me start watching more of the movies.
Okay.
But Check Mountain didn't listen, bro. Every week we go through this.
Nah, bro. You go back and you replay what you said. You specifically, whatever. I'll move on.
Go ahead, Tasha. Go ahead, Tasha.
All right. Okay. With me, with the shows that I used to watch, I started with like Batman, the animated series. I would watch Batman Beyond. I'd watch the OG X-Men with Storm with the white suit and Wolverine looking beast. That was, I watched that. I definitely saw Justice League, Superman, all that stuff. So I say I definitely grew up with DC more than I did with Marvel. I didn't get into Marvel until after I was working already in the movie theater and like when Iron Man came out. So obviously when I was older, but I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's like my number one for Marvel. As far as DC, Batman for sure. So, but if I had to choose one, I would probably go DC. That's me. I feel like it's just, and most people would be like, oh, I expected Marvel from her. No, I kind of like the darker aspect with like DC, what it offers. Because let's be real, it's a little darker than it is with Marvel. So I love it. I want to see Phoenix. I want to see Batman. I want to see the gore. Let's go.
See, with me, as I stated before on the last episode that we did about Marvel and DC, I stated more like I grew up watching Saturday morning cartoons like Phoenix, and most of that time, and watching DC movies. So mostly, I'm a huge Batman fan, Superman fan, and I'm talking about Christopher Reeve Superman. So I knew more about DC than what I knew about Marvel. Then Saturday morning cartoons introduced me to Marvel with the X-Men. I started loving that the fact that the mutants and how strong they were, and the magic and all the special effects and all that. Storm coming up, and then seeing Phoenix rise and all that, to me was badass. And then Wolverine was like the badass out of all of them, right? So then like Phoenix mentioned earlier, then the movie started coming out, so I started leaning more towards like more Marvel, and I like the way the movies are, because for some reason Marvel gets it right. Whoever does Marvel movies, they get it right. DC tried it. It doesn't work out, but I do love the individual movies of Batman. I love the individual movies of Superman. Not all of them, but and for me, like if I was to choose between DC and Marvel, I would go more DC, just because of Batman and Superman.
God damn it! This is not where I'm waiting for Shaq Monster,
bro. His face is like,
because it's just not where I expected this conversation to be going. Like,
well, lead it. So
no, meaning it's not a bad thing. I'm not, minutes. I know I'm not saying that. No, I don't mean it. You guys understand what I'm saying?
No, I know.
So very similar to what Messiah said. So like, when I think about the comic books, right? And when I used to, like, if I was going to read a comic book, it was a DC comic book I was into. Like, I remember I had a collection of the Death of Superman comic books and that whole storyline of all the things that happened after that, right? Growing up, like, you did kind of grow up on DC, right? The Batman, the animated series, the Justice League was freaking stellar animated shit they did, you know, but there was other stuff that I did like I did love. I mean, believe me, X-Men in the 90s was like one of the greatest cartoons ever, and they revolutionized the storytelling. That's how good it was. Like, I watched this documentary about the things we grew up with in on Netflix, and it talked about how they were one of the first animated series like ever to have continuity from week to week and build off of shit they did the week before. And then the X-Men would have things that, like, they would have multi-part like series, like a mini series within like 3 episodes long and shit. But everything that happened before still played a part as to what was going on in the upcoming weeks. So that's why when they announced that they're going to bring that shit back, I was like, holy shit, that's amazing. But growing up, I mean, if I have to really sit down and think about it, other than Spider-Man, who, same thing Tasha said, like, was always my favorite character. I think the reason for that is he was the most relatable to me, right? I'm a very, you know, scrawny. I was a scrawny kid growing up, you know, kind of nerdy a little bit, but, you know, and then he got these powers and he got to be cool, but he never let it go, like, great power. And so he always had that responsibility to it. Like, I just love that storyline and everything about it. So it was very relatable to me versus any other character. But as a whole, I was just shocked because I really didn't think everybody else was going to say DC, because I would have to say, if I had to choose between the two, I like DC better than Marvel. The problem is like we talk about, though, they go into, so Marvel, the way they set up their movies after some failures and everything, and they had failures, right? With Kevin Feige running the show and everything, and the big plan of it all, and the casting and like, they did great. I mean, and it brings people who didn't really care about, like, were as into Marvel into the Marvel universe. And that's what I always hate, is that DC, they didn't start off bad, right? The Christopher Reeves Supermans weren't bad movies. The Michael Keaton Batmans were great, with Tim Burton directing, great movies. And if they would have allowed for them to get, for this is the problem. The people in power don't want to get out of their own fucking way, and they ruin shit. And if they could have just stepped aside and allowed the shit to continue the way that they were doing it, was just, I mean, they were on the right track, and then they got away from that, and they got all fucking crazy with it, with the fucking I mean, who was the fucking other Batmans they had? I can't remember their names. George Clooney, Val Kilmer, and they started to get away from what made the first two Batman good, right? And they got away from all that, and it fell downhill. And the thing is, other than the very short time with Christopher Nolan in the other Batman series, they never really found their way back, right? And you know, the reason Christopher Nolan was so good and the reason why that couldn't succeed was Christopher Nolan even said that this will never have the world he created. There could never be anything expanded outside of it, because he was never going to allow for, like, his world was a world without Superman. There was no Green Lantern. There was no Flash. The Christopher Nolan universe was humans, right? That's it. There was no superhero and with powers, right? This was humanistic people who had real things going on, and that he wanted to follow that path. And so it was just they would never have the opportunity to do what they wanted to do with it. But overall, I mean, I definitely think DC, I think they have better villains. I think they have great heroes. I just think Marvel Cinematic Universe changed the game for Marvel to put them in a stratosphere right now that
and the casting.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, the Thor Ragnarok is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, they just
really,
oh my god.
I think for me, it's gonna be Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi?
I haven't seen that one.
I don't know what Shang-Chi is.
Shang-Chi.
I'm like, you're not
Shang-Chi.
saying it right.
Sorry. I just finished watching it.
I told you.
Now there's on Disney
good, huh?
Plus. It ultimately became my favorite movie. I used to love Ragnarok, and I still do. And I love all the Iron Man movies except for the third part. But I love the 1 and 2 was really interesting. But when
Shang-Chi's good, but I don't. The problem is it's the first, right? So there's not enough going on yet for me to be able to be like, oh, that's the best one, right? It's not there enough.
For me, I grew up watching as a kid. My uncle used to take me downtown Boston and Chinatown, and we used to watch kung fu movies. And that movie, did a great job, because Iron Fist, I think it was Iron Fist, on Netflix. That ruined. I was like, I hated it. I loved the storyline, but I hated the choreography, like fighting choreography. I was like, whoa, this movie's whack. This show is whack. But the only thing that got me was the actual story for me was good. That got me to watch the whole thing, but I never watched a second season if there was a second season. But I can see the punches coming. I can see the choreography was just horrible. They didn't put no money into it. But then when I watched this movie, I was like, holy shit. I was saying the guy who directed this movie and the choreography behind the kung fu and all that, all the fighting styles, should have been the same person that did Avatar. Like this guy. No, I'm saying this guy should have done Avatar.
No, Avatar's a completely different movie.
On a side track,
did
y'all play Injustice, the video game?
No,
I played it.
Yeah.
But
I played it. What happened?
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's when I was like in between both, like either DC or Marvel. When I started playing Injustice, I was like, oh shit, they actually got more superheroes than I thought. But I still went to Marvel.
Yeah,
but the thing with the movie,
that's a story within the story. That's a different story.
Real quick, Phoenix, before you go, just to finish what Mazai was saying, I will say the fight scenes and the choreograph and everything they did in Shang-Chi was fucking amazing. That bus scene.
Choreography? What did you say?
Shut up. The bus scene was dope as hell. The fight on the side of the building, dude, epic. Like, they did
and the fight when his father meets his mother, that fight scene was pretty badass.
Well, that's like old school kung fu there. Yeah. That's not like, but the other stuff is just, they did a really, really good job at it.
Aquafina killed me. I love her. She did
a great job in that movie.
Oh, she's great in it. Yeah. She's absolutely hilarious. And the fact that they brought some characters back, that made it good too.
Yeah. Okay. So to kind of jump on this, your favorite, let's go with Marvel. Your favorite Marvel movie and your least favorite Marvel movie. I'll start. Me personally.
Go ahead.
Standalone. Honestly, I personally enjoyed Black Panther. I could watch Black Panther over and over. I thought it was a great movie. I don't really look forward to them making another one. I feel like it was fine as it is. Don't add to it, but I'm sure it's gonna go that way.
They have to because of the storyline they're trying to build. That's the problem. Because there's rumors that that's where they're gonna bring Neymar into the world. Like they're
Neymar, the soccer player. Well, the kickball player.
I can't stand him. The fucking king of Atlantis, motherfucker.
Oh, but I don't know. I don't know deep into the story like that. Remember, I don't read the comic books.
There was also rumors that's where they could introduce Storm because Storm is supposed to be a part of
I'll be badass.
Of a neighboring country.
Aren't they married?
I don't know.
I thought T'Challa and Storm were married.
They might have, but obviously they can't directly go that direction now. But there's supposed to be a conflict between the two, or something that Storm has a lot to do with Wakanda and stuff like that too.
Okay,
I didn't know that. That's actually interesting.
Black Panther, my favorite. My least favorite, honestly, I definitely have to say Iron Man 3. Like, I just felt like it dropped the ball for me.
Yeah,
I get it. He was going through a lot of PTSD vibes, but I was like, that's not the Tony I want to see. I want to see the Tony partying in his suit and pissing on himself.
The part 1 and part 2 Tony,
It wasn't just that, too. The movie fucked you up because I get that the Mandarin was later on brought in, right? But
he was funny. That guy was funny.
No, he was funny, but the whole concept of like the guy on fire, like, I don't know. They did some weird shit with that one.
Mm-hmm.
You said the Mandarin in Shang-Chi?
Well, the guy that played him, the Mandarin, was in Shang-Chi.
Oh, okay.
The crazy old man that was seeing the flying.
You gotta be careful when you talk like characters with Messiah. He'll be like, "What?"
I'm like, "What?
Yeah, it'd be confusing.
I didn't see him."
Oh my god!
Out of us 4, I haven't seen most of the movies, and I just see Messiah like, "Yo, he's here." I'm like, "Bro, didn't you see the movie?" Like, I don't get it.
He don't
Keep
remember
it
the shit
going.
he
Who's
watches.
next? Favorite and least favorite.
My favorite, I like Infinity War. I like that one only because the reason why it's my favorite is when Thanos got all the stones, and I'm watching the theaters, and I was like, "Nah, he ain't gonna do it." Oh shit, he did it! Oh shit, and my double bacon cheeseburger is empty. Fuck! I was like, this dude just really killed everybody. Like he legit did it. And then the least favorite one is Iron Man 3. Really, it just, I don't know. It was something about it. Like, I don't really critique movies like to the T, but this one particularly, it was a very slow start. And then the build up to the end took forever. And then by the time you get to the end, I'm like, okay, it was all that build up for what? The first one was really good. The second one, I saw bits and pieces. But even still, the pieces I saw of Iron Man 2 was still good. I don't know, just something about the third one. I had to drag myself to watch it. Other than that, we straight.
Yeah. So for me, my favorite is Shang-Chi.
Man, you're gonna say it right, but
I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I just can't. I just keep forgetting that word, the name of the title. It used to be Black Panther. But when this movie came out, I was like, I gotta watch this shit over and over. My least favorite
as of 20 minutes ago, this is my favorite movie.
Actually, 2 days ago.
Wait another 20 minutes when the next one comes out.
Yeah. My least favorite is actually Captain Marvel. I didn't like that movie. I thought it was a filler to put the universe together, to put the whole Marvel universe together, just so when she makes an entrance at the end, when she appears out of nowhere, I brought the whole gang with me. It made sense, right? But I was like, there was no need for that movie. And I get it, she probably had to be part of that universe, but I was like, that movie was whack. Like it didn't make
that movie. It felt like you were mentioning. It felt rushed in the timeline.
Yeah,
I was getting my car service at I think it was like Tires Plus, and they had the movie on, and I was like, "Oh man, Captain Marvel! I haven't seen this one."
You just watching it bits and pieces in different like places.
Yeah. Like, I wasn't really following it like that. So I was like, "Oh, Captain Marvel! I heard this is like the badass one." So whatever, I'm watching, and I was like, "Okay." So when we get into the superpower, all right. So we did an oil change in my car. So that's about an hour. I still got 1 more hour to go. All right, we get to the main part where there's the villain and all that, and I was like, okay, they just finished the tires. We still got no fight. All right, we got an hour and 45 in. Then we get to the ending where she gets her power. She's fucking shit up, and then they're like, yo, Phoenix, your car's ready. And I was like, bruh, what do you mean your car's ready? This movie's not done. You better finish this. Bruh. I just felt like if they waited a little bit longer or at timed it a little bit better, then when we go ahead to the end of Endgame, it would have made much more sense. Because you're right, in the last movie, Endgame, of the Avengers series, I was like, okay, we just saw her, and then now she's here, and then now she disappears. And she goes, oh, you already have the Avengers in planet Earth, and the whole universe needs me. And I was like, yeah, but like, yo, we and Thanos, bro, he just fucked up half the world. Like, we need you here.
Yeah.
Not the world, that's the universe.
Like
the universe, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I was like, bro.
Yeah. All right. So my favorite is a toss-up, man. It's a very, very hard decision because, so it's not my favorite, but there's a one movie that always has to be shouted out. The first Avengers movies is always going to be like a place in my heart because that's where it all came together for the first time, right? But my two favorite movies, and I can't choose between them really because I love them both for different reasons, right? Number one is Civil War. That to me was a fucking masterpiece. And number one, because it introduced my little homeboy back here, Spider-Man. Okay. But what they did to bring the storyline and the characters together, it wasn't an Avengers movie, but everybody was there. And like, it was fucking epic. But then Thor Ragnarok, man, has to be one of the funniest and classic movies of all fucking time. Dude,
it does.
First of all, Tom Hiddleston as Loki is absolutely a fucking masterpiece, along with Chris Hemsworth as fucking Thor. And those
Perfect casting.
those banter going back and forth. But then just the little cut scenes, right? The little cut scenes where Thor goes and meets with Benjamin Cumberbatch or whatever, fucking Doctor Strange, right? And that whole
Benedict Cumberbatch.
that's it. Somebody cumber my bitch.
That's his real name?
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah. That whole cutscene, dude, when he goes to the sanctum, right? And he meets with Doctor Strange. And like, there was really no reason to need Doctor Strange in the movie, but it was fucking hilarious. Okay. And then Jeff Goldblum, right? Being the collector, or not the collector, but the collector's brother, right? Like the characters, the way that Bruce Banner, like everything. Dude, the Hulk was fucking hilarious. Like, like the whole collection of that movie and the way they did it was a fucking masterpiece.
Well, it was like when he was about to fight the Hulk, he's like, "Wait, I know him."
Yeah. Oh my god.
That part was like,
even the Hulk coming out the hot tub, and Thor's like, yeah, could you put a towel on? And then when he's like, he lets Thor try to get out, but he knows Thor can't get out. And he's like, dude, this shit's fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah, that movie was done. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Throw the ball against the thing and it hits Thor. Shit. Knocks my headphones off. Oh my god. Or even when Bruce Banner's like, he goes, I forget what he said to Valkyrie, but he's like, oh, you want to know who I am? And he falls out the thing, but he doesn't turn into the Hulk. He bounces off the fucking Rainbow Bridge for a few minutes before he actually turns into the fucking Hulk. Dude, fucking epic.
Yeah,
fucking great. But Civil War was also such a great movie. The worst movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe to date, by far, hands down, Incredible Hulk. By far. No contest.
Which Incredible Hulk?
There's only one Incredible Hulk.
No, they made more than one Incredible Hulk.
They made the Hulk that had nothing to do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay, I see.
Then they
so
made
the one with this guy,
Edward
Edward Norton?
Yeah.
Edward.
The worst
great actor, but that movie was horrible. Yeah,
the worst Marvel movie in the Cinematic Universe. I agree with you guys, though. Second, after that, 100% was Iron Man 3. Like, I'm not disregarding that, but I could watch Iron Man 3 over
before watching that.
Yeah, before watching Incredible Hulk, man. It was just bad. It was bad.
Okay, so here's a question.
They don't even acknowledge that they made it. Let's just say that.
I
know, I forgot all about it.
Here's a question
from it.
Here's a question. Favorite who's your favorite X-Men and least favorite? No, but wait, because I know what you're gonna say.
No, you don't.
I have a feeling I know what you're gonna say. Who's your favorite X-Men? Who's your least favorite X-Men? Who's your favorite Marvel?
No,
I mean, sorry. Who's your favorite Marvel.
Yeah, say, don't
least
talk about,
favorite.
we have a whole episode for X-Men coming up at some point. Don't
I don't know. Least favorite Marvel, favorite Marvel, and then favorite DC and least favorite DC.
Okay, what are we
Character.
starting with first? You put too much
this
in
is
this
I
why,
one.
gotta think on
listen,
these
here's the
characters
real
for a
question.
second.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Okay. If you take, we'll keep it basic, right? If the Justice League battles the Avengers, who wins?
Ooh.
Who wins? That's it. Simple. Keep it simple. Who's winning
If
in
the
a
Justice
battle?
League battles the Avengers,
Yeah, and so we'll have to so obviously the Justice League, you got the core people, right? So you got Superman, you got Batman, you got Flash,
Wonder Woman.
you got Wonder Woman, you got Green Lantern, you got Manhunter, Martian Manhunter, right?
Aquaman. Yeah.
Aquaman, right? So let's keep it to just those. Those are the core people, right? And then the Avengers,
Versus?
you got your, how many
Thor.
DC was there? Hold on, how many DC were there? Because you got to make it the same even number of people.
I thought it was 5 and 5.
Is it 5? Because I think we went way more. with
original
DC.
I thought it was 5 and 5.
No, because DC, think about it. If we go Superman, Batman, The Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, that's 6. So there's at least
Green
6 there.
Lantern.
We already said
Green
Lantern.
Lantern. No, you
No.
didn't.
Oh.
No,
And
you
then
didn't.
the what's
Okay.
her name? The Hawk girl. Hawk,
No, we don't need
what's
her.
the-
She's
but she counts.
She can be, but we'll keep it with the 7. Let's keep it with the 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo,
So-
she
let's
from the
do then.
bench.
So let's do Age of Ultron. Let's do, to be fair then, let's do Age of Ultron Avengers, and let's add in Wanda and the Vision, because
Okay.
right, we're going for the cinematic universe, right? So we'll
Are you
we'll
talking
keep it
about
that way.
Scarlet Witch?
Yeah, Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
All right, we'll add her and Vision, so that way there's 7 on 7, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of like they did in Civil War, where they tried to team up, like they made sure they had the right number of people. Like, who wins that battle? Who goes out there and who wins?
Okay. I would say DC just because Batman and Superman.
So how does Batman do anything?
Because Batman is a genius.
So is Tony Stark.
Oh, that's a good one right there. I didn't think about that.
This is why I didn't
I'm
go
like,
first.
your argument is
I was
that
like-
shit just went like this.
Because the way I look at it is right. You got to think
know
about
there
what are
was
the
7 people.
matchups, right? Like who's battling who, right? So
Wouldn't it be counterpart to counterpart?
well, that's what I'm saying. So what are the counterparts? So you would think.
So
I mean,
it'll be
off the top of
Batman
my
and
head-
Iron Man.
So
Yeah, Batman and Iron Man. It'll be Captain America
See, no.
and Superman.
I
What
mean,
do you
yes,
mean?
I guess it could be Batman, Iron Man, but I would more think it would
If you're
be.
talking about from Age of Ultron, yes. But if you put everybody, then put Captain Marvel versus Superman.
Well, no, I wasn't even going there yet. What I was saying was because you got to give Black Widow and Hawkeye somebody to battle, right? So to me,
I thought you said we weren't putting Hawkeye.
no, that's the original 5. We talking about the original 5 plus 2 more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to me, I would put Batman, like to try to make it somewhat fair, right? I'd have Batman facing off against Black Widow and Hawkeye combo, because I think Batman alone would be a fucking handful for those two, right? So you'd have the 3 non-superpowered individuals having to battle
Okay.
each other, right?
But wait, but Tony Stark
Hold
is
on,
not-
hold on. Check Monster, you create the battles and then we go from there.
Okay,
How about
okay.
that?
So
That
I'll
sounds like- that
keep
sounds like a
going
good
with it.
plan.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
keep going with it. So then in my
Executive
off the-
decision right
off
here.
the top of my head, I was gonna say Green Lantern versus Tony Stark, right?
Okay.
I think the matchup of the ring versus the suit could be a really good battle, right? Then you got Wonder Woman versus Wanda, Scarlet Witch, right? The battle of the women, right? They're gonna face off. And that's always how it happens in the comic book, right? The women battle each
Yeah.
other. So let's just leave that, right?
Even in movies, the women
Yeah.
fight the women.
Right. The tough one comes down to Superman, right? And does he take on the Hulk or does he take on Thor?
Thor,
That one I would say Thor.
because he's a god.
But here's why I don't
Yeah.
want him to fight Thor, right?
Oh my gosh.
If there's anybody from the DC who's worthy of the hammer, it's Superman.
Yeah.
He's a fucking Boy Scout. So I would put Superman versus the Hulk because it reminds me almost of Abomination. Or not Abomination, but the guy he fought that killed him.
Doomsday.
Yeah,
From the,
reminds me more
Doomsday.
of Doomsday, right? So I'd put Superman versus the Hulk because every time the Superman punches him and does stuff to him, the Hulk's just gonna get angrier, right? So I'd kind of pin those two up against each other. So I was gonna say maybe Aquaman versus
versus who?
Thor.
Nah.
Nah.
Well, Aquaman, isn't he a prince?
Yeah, he's
He's a
the
king.
king of Atlantis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so he was
it's
king.
Thor. And so it's Thor.
Thor
Yeah.
is Asgard,
But Thor's
right?
a god though. But
Yeah,
Thor's
he's
a
a god
god.
of Asgard, right? So then, honestly, who'd be better against Thor? If we're talking
Superman?
about gods, then who? No, Wonder
Superman.
Woman. Wonder Woman. She's a mythical person.
Yeah, let's go equality, bro.
Yeah.
Let's run it.
So let's go Thor and Wonder Woman then. That would be better.
Equal
Yeah.
rights,
Oh,
equal fight.
So
Yeah,
you know
equal
who would be
rights,
good
bro.
against Scarlet Witch?
But you know what? She's also worthy
Huh?
of grabbing the hammer.
No, she's not necessarily.
Why not?
I mean, she has the lasso of truth and all, but that doesn't make her worthy.
She can
of the
lasso
hammer.
that shit out of the hammer, bro. Like,
I
she
don't
pick it
know.
up and
Yeah, I
I
don't know about that.
I don't think
But
it works that way.
The Vision, hey, the Vision versus Martian Manhunter. Because with he
Dude, that
shooting that
sounds-
shit out, he could phase and shit. You know what I mean? So like that'd be a pretty good matchup there. And then you get the Flash. Yeah, what's up, bud? You get the Flash,
They're like, what's he doing?
and then you can do like the Flash then against Scarlet
there it
Witch, I
is,
guess,
bro.
right? The
Wonder
Flash
Woman
versus
and-
Scarlet
yeah,
Witch,
what was it? Wonder Woman and
Yeah.
Thor.
Wonder Woman and
Yeah.
Thor.
Yo, we got that real life fight right there. Yo, equality, bro.
So,
Stop.
go ahead.
for real.
Go ahead. Finish it.
no,
I'll
that's
check
it.
my
I got the
finish
those are
your
the
thought.
matchups. So who wins them? So let's start with number one. Let's not go with the biggest battle. Batman versus Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Batman. I'm giving you my vote. I'm gonna say Batman.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the women.
So Hawkeye and Black Widow.
I will go with Batman.
Yeah.
I will go with Batman.
I think Batman gets it. I do. Batman's a badass. Like, all right.
But
So,
them two, Black Widow and
those two
Hawkeye,
as a
that's his name.
combo. Yeah, Hawkeye.
Mhm.
They're a good combo.
Yeah.
Like they are.
No, yeah, but they're not winning that fight.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's go to a heavy hitter, right?
I'm not even gonna
Let's,
respond.
so let's go to a heavy hitter. Let's go
Okay.
Wonder Woman and Thor.
Ugh.
Wonder Woman versus Thor. I mean, they're both mythical, like gods of, she's an Amazonian god, right? Princess,
Goddess.
goddess, ass, god that ass is
See,
fat.
this is what this is what I think would happen, and,
Okay.
and I'm gonna come off as an
Chauvinistic.
asshole, but
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
go ahead.
it's gonna be Thor.
No way.
Yes, it is.
Never way.
He has more strength than her.
No.
But
Naturally.
He
doesn't the
doesn't.
lasso like stop you or whatever?
Naturally,
Oh.
yes.
I think what's gonna happen.
How does he naturally have more
I think
strength?
Because a
gonna
man is
happen-
a man is stronger than a woman.
No,
naturally.
but Nate hit the nail on the head. She's gonna
Yeah,
lasso
it
his
doesn't-
ass up, and he's gonna start spitting out truths that's gonna make him rethink everything he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing the movie, and I could have sworn that lasso has some magic to it and,
It
and
does.
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
It
that's
does.
true.
It
Yeah,
compels
okay.
you to tell the
I'm not
truth.
that far out.
And she has the sword. Like, dude,
The
she's a bad
cuffs.
bitch.
and shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
forgot about
say I'm gonna say Wonder Woman.
I'll give it to Wonder Woman.
I still
that's
think
running.
Thor's gonna win that
All right,
shit.
that's fine.
It's okay,
That's fine.
Messiah. That was me last round.
You can be wrong.
So Green Lantern versus Iron Man.
Ooh, I think Green Lantern.
I say Iron Man
I like Iron Man. His intelligence.
only because he has access to more technology with the suit.
Yeah, I think his intelligence. He'll figure out a way to defeat the Ring, right?
Yes.
So, I mean,
He
it's
won't
kinda
have time
hard,
for that, though.
Because you know who else would have been a good matchup? It would have been a good one with Iron Man versus the Flash. That would have
Oh,
been another good
who
one.
did you pair with the Flash?
I paired.
Well, the
No,
Flash wasn't the
Quicksilver.
original.
No,
oh,
I
yeah,
paired- I paired.
he was one of the originals.
Yeah, he was. I paired the Flash with somebody from Marvel.
You
Who
mentioned the
was it?
Flash? Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
did. It was the Flash with Damn,
Didn't
now I
even
forgot.
notice.
See, I don't think you
Wanda.
did.
Wanda.
Oh, okay.
Because
I'm
her
I'm
magic.
gonna give it to Iron Man on that one. Sorry. Go ahead.
So Wanda's
We'll get
magic
to
is
Scarlet
great,
Witch in a second.
but he's
Are
so
we going to that one
fast. I think what would have happened. So the Flash would have won. You know why the
Bro,
Flash
I'm
would have
so
won?
confused. Yo, we were on one fight.
I
and
know,
then we
and we
jumped to the
jumping
next
around.
fight.
That's what
Yo,
we do.
who we on, bro? Like
We're
who's
on the
fighting
Flash
who we got money on?
versus Scarlet Witch.
But wait, we didn't
Scarlet
all vote on who's gonna win between Green Lantern and fucking Iron Man.
I
We
said
all
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
And I said Iron Man.
I said Green
And then
Lantern.
Yeah, nobody cares
Yeah,
what
and
you
then
say.
we
You
picked
lose.
Scarlet
So, on to the next one. The Flash.
So
Now, why
Scarlet-
Scarlet Witch
Scarlet Witch.
and the Flash?
Do you know why?
I say Scarlet Witch.
Do you know why she will lose? You know the real reason? The Flash
'Cause he
will
could
remind her of her
Because she's
brother.
a female.
Nope.
He'll go back
What?
in
Nope.
time or something.
Nope. The Flash reminds her of her brother. And she
How?
can't go.
Quicksilver.
What do you mean how? Quicksilver, motherfucker, they're both speedsters.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
so she
Oh.
won't, I feel like she
This
won't
guy,
put
bro.
her full effort into it. Because the reality is, let's be honest,
But that ain't mean shit.
it does.
Look at
because
the
here's
show.
thing. It's about the
Bro,
Achilles
she's
heel.
powerful, bro.
That's my point.
She is, bro.
Hold on. So that's my point. You have
She'll
to put an
expose our
Achilles heel
deepest, darkest
because if you
secrets.
don't, Scarlet Witch is not fair because Scarlet Witch is technically one of
She's
the
not
top
meant to
five
be fair.
strongest
Yeah.
people
She's
in
a mutant,
the
though.
universe.
Yeah.
She literally took the powers away from mutants. She's one of the top
Yeah.
5 baddest bitches ever. So you
I'm
have
giving
to,
her.
but guess
I'm
what?
giving her
Everybody has a
Scarlet Witch.
weakness. Everybody has
Yeah.
a weakness. Her
Yeah,
weakness
but I don't think
is
the
her
brother is the. No, I think Vision is a bigger
think so.
weakness for her
Nope.
than her brother.
Yes.
Yes.
I think so. I
Yes.
think so.
Listen, you guys ever see the House of M?
Hello, the brother showed up in the series.
Read the
prime
series, The
example,
House
and
of
she
M.
was like,
Read the series, The House of M. Vision
Okay.
wasn't the reason that she killed all the mutants. Her brother was.
okay.
Oh.
So that's
brother
the thing. We
convinced
gotta
her to
go.
say no
Are we
more
going
mutants.
based off of like the shows, the movies, the comics? What are we doing? Like,
Overall, it
everything.
should be overall.
in general, okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
I
Well, then
still
that's not fair. I
say-
don't know the comic books.
See,
everything.
No
I
bullshit,
still
bro.
say that
Now I gotta Google
Scarlet-
this. Every
Scarlet
round I
got
gotta
that
Google
fight.
it now, bro.
All right, let's break it because
That's not
we're
fair,
running.
yo.
Oddly
My
enough, we're
keyboard
getting,
is
we're getting
half
to that
drenched
point.
in Red Bull.
So let's
I'm
get
not
to the
even
one that
gonna make
matters. Superman versus the Hulk. Let's go. Last one, and then we
Superman.
gotta start wrapping it up.
Superman.
How?
Superman.
How? Why?
What do you mean how?
It's
How?
Superman. What do you
He's
mean?
faster.
All he
he's
has to do is
smarter,
take
he's
the Hulk
fucking-
out of space, and that's it. Done.
What do you mean? The Hulk can survive in outer space. The Hulk
No, he
can't
can't.
die. How do you know he can't?
He-
How
Because
do you
every
know
time
he
you see
can't?
him in
Not in
outer
Marvel.
space, he was inside a capsule.
What
He's
capsule?
human.
Mhm.
He was
I've seen
his little
Superman.
spaceship on one of them.
When I've seen Superman in space, he had suits on.
No,
He doesn't
well,
need
you know
the
what I
suit.
mean.
Why does he have a suit on then?
I don't know.
I'm talking about a helmet.
I'm like,
a
wait.
helmet.
Listen,
Every time you see the
you don't
Hulk,
realize-
he's inside
you see-
a
you
capsule,
they don't
some
tell you this.
oxygen capsule.
They don't tell you this in reality, but the green in the Hulk is actually kryptonite.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, you lying ass. Nate was like,
No.
what?
It's
No,
like-
no,
it's
no,
like,
no, no,
what
no,
the
no,
He's like,
fuck?
oh my
Don't
god,
say that shit. Don't
is
say
that
that shit.
true?
I'm like, no. When Shaq Monster said that shit, I was like, bro, I know I worked at least 9 hours today. Ain't no fucking way that shit made a kryptonite, bro. Ain't no fucking way, bro.
All right.
Yo,
It's
if
that
that
time
shit
to
had
start
kryptonite, I'll
wrapping
buy
things
you a
up.
bottle.
Are we doing a fuck out of here this week?
Yes, we are. We should do that every
Do we
week.
have one?
I
That's what
thought,
I'm asking.
is that, are we
I have-
doing that
I
or are we
have
doing the lows? Or it's the
The
same
same
shit?
shit.
Well, that is
No,
the fuck
there is
out
no
of here.
low.
The
We don't
lows.
do highs and lows. We do highs and fuck out of here.
All right, I like that.
All right, so here we go. Then I'll do the intro. The worst intro ever. Let's go.
God.
That's what I say. Oh god. Weird fish screaming, "Fuck out of here!" All right.
Well, that's what that was.
That's actually
Right?
that's actually
Thank you, Nate. You
yeah,
don't
that's
know what the
actually
fuck
my
it is.
voice high pitched. That's my
Yo,
voice
every
high
time I see
pitched.
that intro, I'm like, what's that weird ass bubble?
And why are they walking backwards? They
That
always
doesn't
look
look
like they're
right.
walking
Yo,
backwards. I
yo,
swear to God.
It was that little bubble thing.
Let's make
and
it a
wasn't until you
goal
said
to
fish.
change that shit.
Yeah, we
No
gotta.
one was supposed to do it
everybody
before
wins.
season
I'm
two.
pressured to change it. I'm gonna change it.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go. Who's up first for the fuck out of here?
Anybody?
Aw.
Anybody? Okay, let me start it off. Right, my
you
fuck
start
out of
off.
here is this. Right,
That
we,
you lost these rounds.
there was an event going on. Right, and for this event, there was a lot like people started camping out for like 2 days before the event happened, and we had people camped out from 4 o'clock in the afternoon in that event. Right, so the day of the event happened. Everybody got what they what they waited for. At least the amount of people got what they wanted. The 80 tickets were handed out. At this point, we told the people that were waiting, if by 11 o'clock, by the ending of the event, nobody claims whatever's left, we sell the rest to the public. Boom. That line decided to wait even though I went out the line and told them, hey, we're not gonna have enough to fulfill the whole public area. And they're like, oh, they didn't believe me. I guess they didn't believe me. They were optimistic. So time came up, boom. The actual people that came to claim the last pieces of the actual event. Woman gets pissed off, starts yelling at me, and says, "I took the day off today to get myself one of those tickets." And I'm like, okay, you didn't get one. I have people out there capping since 2 days ago. How is this my fault? So fuck out of here. Fuck out of here that you decided to take a day off and you showed up late. You don't get it. Bye. Fuck out of here. That's my fuck out of here.
All right, man. You love to go roundabout.
Bro, I gotta tell you the whole story.
I know, but you
could
could cut out like. You could narrow that shit down real quick. I'm just saying, bro. Sometimes, man, you like, cause you're stopping and thinking about what you're gonna say, and then you say nothing. In all reality, like, oh, you killed me.
I gotta be careful what I say because
I get that. So that makes sense then.
Okay.
Okay, so that makes sense. I'll give you that one then.
Thanks.
All right, who's next? Nobody. I can go.
Bruh. Yo, fuck eBay, bruh. I'm like, this shit, bruh. Like, I can't even speak, bruh. All right. Everybody knows I have Hot Wheels, and I'm trying to list it in this thing in one column, like one little picture, and you can do a drop-down menu and all that. In order for me to do the drop-down menu, I have to enter each one. On night one, I go 3 hours of it. I enter all 140 names, and I'm like, man, 1 a.m. That shit said you got 0. I was like, what? You know what? It's 1 a.m. I go to night 2. I go do it in an hour because I had it memorized. And I said, okay, eBay, click save and close, save and edit. We're making sure everything is saved. And then eBay goes, it doesn't work. And I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean it doesn't work? And they failed to tell me the value was too high and I didn't enter a quantity of the items. And I was like, so you can't have an edit button before finalize? Like, bro, I almost punched my computer, bro. Like, bro. Facts. At 1 a.m. again, bro. I was so mad.
Damn. So you have to put the amount of the cost of the product, the quantity of all the products, if you have multiple products in that one announcement.
Yeah, but what I was doing was, because it's not fully done, there's like a select all button. I clicked on it, and then I said, okay, cool, just put 1 for now, and then $50 for the thing, and so I fixed it. eBay should have said, hey, your amount is too high, or you don't have enough quantity to fulfill the listing. So, I was like that, bruh, eBay. Yeah, so that's my fuck out of here. I made it super short because, to say that whole story again, bro, I was ready to punch his phone.
Did you guys get a poll just now?
Yep.
Yeah,
I just
noticed I could do that. Oh my god, that's gonna change.
I know, that's why I just noticed that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Imagine if we would have said it like, who wins for the battles,
bro?
Like
going forward, new shit going on. New shit going on.
Everybody's saying yes. I love it. Let's go.
I put no. So it's like 3 viewers. I'm one of those. I put no.
The other 2 are those 2 that are watching. We're on the screen with us though.
Go ahead.
All right, you got something, Tosh?
It's
okay.
I guess
if you don't.
my fuck. No, I do. My
Okay.
fuck out here is for the coworkers. It's quick. It's just these people need to learn how to do these fucking routes before Christmas gets here, because this bullshit about me casing your route, me helping you run your route. Do the fucking route. Try to do the route. Don't screw me for the rest of the day, because once Christmas comes, I don't have time for this shit. I gotta worry about my route. Fuck out of here. Stop being lazy. Learn the shit. Stop being coddled.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be honest. I really don't think I have anything.
That's fine.
This week. Pretty decent, mild week. So, with that being said, I guess it's that time to wrap things up. Any last words?
Fuck out of here.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
For Tasha,
I just saw the
for
result.
Phoenix Born, and for my boy Messiah, who's long-winded as fuck and doesn't know how to get to the point, and for my boy Phoenix, who tells you stories and doesn't realize what he's saying and then gets
Oh my
mad
God,
when people
bruh.
try to tell. That's my fuck out of here.
Damn, there it is. There it is.
Real quick. This motherfucker was like,
hold on,
dude,
before you
Phoenix,
start,
go back
you know
and
what I've
watch the
learned?
video. Watch the video.
Okay,
You start
that's
by
fine. You know what I've
saying,
learned?
you
To
start
piss
by
you
saying
off,
you
I just gotta get you to talk long enough.
you started by saying you watched these shows as a kid. Those were your words. I watched these Marvel shows as a kid, and you never told me what Marvel shows you watched as a kid. That's
Because
all
they
I was trying
weren't
to
too
find out.
specific.
There's
And
only
so
like
that's all-
5 on Earth that were happening. There was Spider-Man.
Bruh, I
there
was
was
playing
X-Men.
video games at
Fits-
that time. I was playing Call of Duty, Gran Turismo, Destroy All.
Did they have those
I was
in there?
playing Need
Well,
for
for you,
Speed.
yeah, your age, they probably did. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Anyway.
exactly.
Yeah, because
All
those are the exits are not
Yeah.
there.
With that being said, let's wrap it up. I
Yeah,
appreciate
I
everybody
take
for
my
tuning
win.
in. Thank you for the 3 co-hosts for being our 3 viewers tonight. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, until next week, we out.
Hey.